Hey everybody, this is Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and welcome back for some more Eternal format coverage. And we're going to kick it off with round 2 in the Classic Quarter Invitational. This is me against PhilipJFry, who was on a 4-color Delver Gush Bond list, and this is game 2. And I kept this hand here, which is okay, although I would have liked to have one more blue card so that I wouldn't have to lose a Selkie, which I knew was going to be good in this matchup if I needed to force something early, although as it turns out I don't. He doesn't have a lot of action early. He seems to have kept the hand with a bunch of cantrips and not much else. I run out of Tarmogoyf, and I have fetched both my basics at this point. And turn 3, I waste there, and he goes ahead and brainstorms in response. It's alright, extra point of damage for the Goyf there. And there's that off-curve Noble Hierarch. And main phase brainstorm there, and he passes the turn back. Now I'm swinging in for 3 with that Tarmogoyf. And now I'm up at 4 land and land the Stoneforge Mystic, and I'm going to get Batterskull here, although as it turns out, sort of Fire and Ice probably would have completely hosed him, because he's all in on a Talrand that he had boarded in for this game, which is game 2. And that Talrand is going to clog the board all game, and for some reason that I will not fathom, I let this Talrand resolve in a minute. I don't know exactly what the heck I was thinking. Maybe I thought, well, I'll just swords it, and unfortunately that play ends up getting countered. But yeah, from here, I'm planning on just filing in that Batterskull, and he goes ahead and taps all out for Talrand, which, again, I probably should have countered here, realizing how all in on it was. And if I had looked at the deck list closely, I would have noticed that he was very light on real win cons other than the Delver, which I would have been fine racing with Batterskull. But Talrand is going to allow him to clog the board for several turns, and if he had had some combo pieces or some kind of combo win condition, I think he would have had ample time to find it, but he doesn't. And you'll see eventually I grind this one out, but it's a doozy. So swords there, and then he's going to force a will, exiling a mana drain. And I could have forced back and gotten that Talrand off the board, but apparently I decided here to change courses and try to beat him with Cold-Eyed Selkie through all of these blue guys here, or these blue lands that just island walk right past him. Get in some damage with the Goyf. I've got him down to 5, and now he's got a Sower of Temptation on the Selkie. And he's going to Gush here. Replays a land so he can cast the Delver. Very nice. Gush giving him an extra mana there. Now, rip the Jace, which is a nice one to draw. I Jace. Now, he Gushes, I guess, to try to find some counter magic. He's not able to do that, and I land the Jace, and then now that he's all the way down to 1 mana, he's miles away from being able to recast the Sower, so I decide to go ahead and bounce with Jace and get my Selkie back so I can start rebuilding my hand, because I am ahead on board, but he's got me just dominated in card resources here. Now here he's got a red Elemental Blast, unfortunately, that takes out that Selkie. So maybe given how important that Selkie was, I could have tried to time that a little better, maybe to try to get it back with a little more protection. Do it the following turn, for instance, when I could have just left 5 mana up to force. And Pyroblast on that Jace, and I'm just beating in with the Batterskull every turn. Waste him off a land. continue to strand that sower in his hand for a while here. Now I've got a force of will I can hard cast. And I went ahead and did that here. I just want to keep up the pressure with that germ token. And he's able to draw a lot of cards and keep chump blocking here, but eventually he starts to reach the end. And of course, when he has counter magic in hand, if I'm not casting something, he's not getting the opportunity to make dudes. Swing it in again for 5 every turn there because of that Noble Hierarch. And of course that Noble Hierarch made a big deal too because all those 2/2 drakes that he kept spitting out prevented him from just throwing 2 drakes in front and trading it and forcing me to bounce it back and violet back in and things like that, because he would have had to block with 3 to kill it and force that, which was never really opportunistic. So the Noble Hierarch making that a 5/5 was pretty big in allowing me to just keep battering in. And anyway, so he scoops here, and although I made a couple of, I think, tactical or strategical mistakes here, I guess strategical mistakes, I was able to go on and win this match and got back to 1-1, and join me for another video of some more coverage in just a moment.